What is up, crawler fans, RC enthusiasts, and social media surfers? I'm your boy Josh with Texoma RC, and we're home on the range, bringing you another motor to add to the brushed motor battle. It's the motor out of the CR18 from Hobby Plus, just a stock motor. Came recommended by Donald Sneff. If you don't know this guy from Germany, go check him out. I will put a link in the description. He did a breakdown. He does breakdowns all the time, but he did a motor breakdown. Bunch of motors, extremely detailed. If you like details, hit this dude up because he will give them to you. History, all kind of cool stuff, right? Detailed breakdown of testing, wow, right? Anyways, so he wanted me to show off the CR18 motor for $8. You can get this motor from A-Main. Apparently you can get this motor around the world for cheap. That's something that I had not thought of before, is that not necessarily all the stuff we run here in the States that you can get for the same price around the world, right? Sometimes with taxes and tariffs and imports and whatever, things go up through the roof. And, you know, you guys can't run that same stuff that we get to run here. So, you know, anyway, so this is a motor. It's very cheap. You know, is it Texoma style? On the low end, right? We need more on the top end, you know, but for the most part, just cruising around, slow crawling, freaking great motor, right? For $8, man. They're not bragging about having a ton of torque. They're not doing anything. It's just a freaking stock motor. So I'll be a little bit more easy on a stock motor, and not something that's claiming to be the best or has some flashy name, you know. So it's just kind of my personality. Sorry, dude. Don't claim to be the best. I won't hammer on you. You know, not that anybody has claimed to be this. I'm just saying, you know, like when, you know, I'm gonna hammer on those things that are out there in our face that are trying to sell to us, right? I want to hammer on that because, you know, is it the best? If it's the best, then we should know, like, it's the best. So let's find out. CR18, is it the best? No, not the best, but very smooth. Check it out. All right, here we go. Lizard Pro 2S Hobby Plus 050 motor, $8 on Underdrive. By the way, you can get the Underdrive at moforc.com. Check it out, dude. Highly recommended for the brushed motor setups. It really helps bring the startup down and add low torque. Which is what we need most in sections like this. If you are doing a lot of more bouncing, if you're trying to hop up things, you need wheel speed, right? That's not what I do, at least on this course, and we're gonna expand to faster and whatever, but we're crawling, we're learning the art of crawl and slow first, right? Basics, right? Can you slow crawl, right? So anyways, look at it go, dude. Very, very good. I was trying to go as slow as possible, really trying not to modulate when I don't have to, just trying to let the motor work, and you know, it's doing really, really good. You know, it's got to be easily as slow as the Torque Beast, if not slower starting, definitely slower starting than the Enduro motor. And so, but also it doesn't have the torque. That's what I was saying before. The Enduro motor takes a little bit more to get it going, but when it comes in, it has the torque to be right there. So this motor is very great. You can see it did kind of struggle on that little back end, had to give it a little bit of extra, you know, so at the same time, it's really hard to just keep it, just stay there without, like, you know, because a lot of this unconscious driving, it's hard to just keep it and just let it go, you know, when I'm used to a brushed motor and it needs a little bit of bump, you know. So I'm trying not to modulate, just so I could be as fair as possible. Maybe in the future I need to try these things with, like, just like set my dial up or something, you know, to turn it up so it just goes one speed, one throttle, that it has nothing to do with a driver mod. So again, just wanted to show here and run it up. You saw the wheel speed, not a lot. It's slow as a turtle. But, you know, again, we're torquing out, dude, and it's, you know, it's got it. It's again very smooth. You know, I went and ran gates with this motor, and you know, it was a lot of fun. You know, none of the things I needed required wheel speed, so it was no problem at all. But definitely no point, like, you know, with the Enduro Pro on overdrive, you can kind of feel like, slow down, you know, so it doesn't feel like that, but it's underdriven. you know. And again, I cannot recommend enough. Hit up Nick at Mofo RC, because as far as I know, he's the only one that's got it right now. The Underdrive, right? Underdrive your brushed motor. Don't overdrive. Do not overdrive your brushed motor. It just doesn't have the torque. It doesn't have, you know, I guess, again, if you were going for wheel speed and you want more wheel speed, then great, radical, then go for it. But again, for slow crawl, wow, did you see that? Oh, that's torquey, dude. Some freaking torque. Okay, Lizard Pro 3S Hobby Plus 050 motor for $8 on Underdrive. What does it do? Show us, dude. Now, again, really watch the slow crawl. I really tried to not modulate and try to work the steering there to allow it to kind of move, and it just kept going, right? So it's not quite torquey enough just to hit and pull, but if you just kind of wiggle, it was able to keep going in most spots. You know, so come on, guys. And now you have a little bit of wheel speed. We made the little hop up at the end, you know, so we did and try it in the other ones. By the way, if you're new here, man, so glad to have you. Trying to break these motors down. We got so many more things coming. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe to your boy Josh with Texoma RC, right? So we do this all the time. We're gonna have to run some gates later with Dave. We're going to David's later for the first time ever, so that's gonna be radical. Anyways, let's go Pecker. There's just a little hang up right there. Gotta watch it. Gotta get off to this thing. So here we go, dude. Run it up. How you gonna do, Pecker? Can you hear it? By the way, again, running steel gear on the transmission, and that it's a little bit of the noise. I would love to find plastic gear so that it would be nice and clean. Come on, dude. Learn to drive, guy. So totally my bad. But we got it on the next one. We got it on the next one, dude. So I like the wheel speed on this, you know, if that's what you wanted to do, you know, it's pretty good for the most part. But, you know, I try not to run 3S on this car. It works great on Maximus, being a little bit wider, a little bit longer. But we're just as light as possible. You know, so if I was going to go 3S, I would need to increase the weight just to compensate. Just the battery's that much heavier on top. So, anyways, definitely you can see it's got a little bit of wheel speed, probably about like stock. You know, but definitely very controllable, and it just never felt like I was bogging down. Like it felt like I was pretty much where I needed to be, you know, and you could always just add just that tiny little bit of throttle and did exactly what you wanted. No, freaking, it's a good motor, you know. Again, not going to run on our cars, but it wasn't intended to. It was just to show off what you can get for $8, you know. Like this is an $8 motor, stock motor that comes in the CR18. By the way, if you don't know about those cars, they're pretty cool. They got some cool little features, and you know, something to check out. They don't have the aftermarket, but that is what got me here in the first place. There we go, dude.
Still got enough wheel speed.
Plenty of wheel speed to snap up there. No problemo. Looking good, bro. Try it again. And we land it. Let's go. Land it, guy. So part of this is just where you are is important. But, you know, it's just the bounce. There it is.
Whoa, guy.
But at the same time, you see it's controlled too. Like, I'm very controlled. I'm not feeling like freaked out. Very good. Great job, dude. Well, thanks for tuning in. You know, again, this is, you know, partially Texoma. It's partially Texoma style. How about that?